Good. Is it morning or afternoon? Just about afternoon. Okay, congratulations to you and your team. About 2 days back, I asked her about something. She mentioned the name. I said, "Who is that?" She said, "Her chief of staff." I started laughing. I said, "Okay, we're getting there." She used to have that talk. Oh, sorry. She used to have that saying a chief of staff, so she has her own too. It's good to see all of you and to welcome you to this session. I am happy to be with you guys, and I'm happy. Can you hear? Madam Obiekugo. See the big people are there. So I'm happy to be here to share some nuggets with all of you. Well done. Today is quite an interesting day. I don't know whether it was planned or I think it was not planned, coincidence. This morning, last night I watched the 3 matches. And I think I slept around 5. I know by those up, I know final sleep was around 5. And so I woke up and checked my messages, and I saw a message from Omosefe. So when your chief of staff, aspiring chief of staff sends you a message, or when you check your message boxes, one of the messages you like to read to check will be from people who are very close to you. So I saw his message, and was telling me about a master class. He's put a YouTube link. That's how in bed I just joined Omosefe's master class. And what he was talking about is equally useful to everyone in this room, especially to our aspiring future leaders. And now, after having my show, I'm here again, listening to another session about empowering those that the future of our continent belongs to. And when I say empowerment oftentimes people think it's just about money. No. Knowledge is power. So if you have knowledge, if you have nuggets that will guide you and navigate you in this turbulent world we live in, then you have been empowered and prepared for the future. So all of you in this room, especially our young ones, I have a common phrase. I think most people know it now. It's quite associated with me. And that is what I say about the future of Africa. I always say that the future of Africa belongs to our youth. So those of you who are in this room today, you embody our future. You carry our hope for a better Africa. Starting from this room, larger Nigerian society, the region, the sub-region, the continent, and the world. So everything I came here, I heard a bit. I heard about one, Obong was talking about learn how organizations make money. Very important. And I also want to add, and also how you yourself can also make money. And, we have many ways, and I want to encourage people who are close to me, I do so. I believe the best gift someone can give is not cash, is to help you learn how to invest, how to save. It's a starting point because it's all about capital formation. It's all about investment. It's all about lifting ourselves ultimately out of poverty level, which is why I believe in democratization of prosperity. So to you all, as you are about to start your career journey or pivot, I want to start my own story. All of you have heard this story several times, which is why I see myself as a product of luck. And what's my story? Just for those who have not heard it, but I'm sure everyone has. Well, let me just emphasize it again. For those who have not heard it, you listen to it, hear it today, but more importantly, you also wait for our book that is coming. The book will tell more stories about this. And it's I left when we were in school, we were ambitious. And I like it when some of the panelists spoke about that. You must dream dreams in life. You must aspire. You must have a vision for yourself, what you want to be in future. And that, to me, is the bedrock and the starting point. I must be serious about it. All of you dreamt or thought about seeing yourself imagine yourself going to university. You worked hard and you went to university. You want to be successful in life. Any career, any path you've chosen, any area, you have to think about it. Ask yourself what it would take. And this age of AI and co, what it would take to get there. You can check anything out. How do I become this? How do I do this? Who has done it before? What do I learn from the person? And then fasten your seatbelt and get started. So when in school, we saw people who would come to campus in their flashy cars, etc. And we also felt that I felt that I would like to be. First was growing up, my mother's brother was a business person, so I said I'd like to be a businessman. What that businessman meant, I didn't know quite well. Then I entered university and postgraduate school, and now it became clearer to me that I would like to be a banker. Partly maybe because I studied economics, but more importantly, I saw bankers and the way I respected them, I admired them, and that was the starting point. And I said, what will it take to become a banker? We had to apply. So those days, when Unilag for the master's program, on some Fridays when we don't have lectures, we'll go to VI in particular on Broad Street. You've seen signages, different banks, different financial institutions, etc. And then we'll compile names of these institutions, addresses, etc. And we're applying, not knowing where it will come from. And so as we approach the end of the program, took it more seriously. We attended a few job fairs like some of you are attending now. And eventually, I got a place. And as I've often said, I didn't get a place because I was the best. I didn't get a place because I was the most intelligent. I didn't get a place because I think it was a combination of factors. I was ready. At least I had BSc, I had MSc. But the job offer, I saw the publication, was for second class upper minimum. And then plus a master MBA or MS Economics or MBF, Master in Banking and Finance, one of these three. So at least I had first degree, I had second degree, I had masters in economics, but I didn't have second class upper, I had second class lower. So that means I was technically not eligible for this role. But I didn't stop at that. Because of that passion, the fact that I want to be a banker, and this is one of the first few interviews I was being invited to. So let me put one of the first adverts. So others who were soliciting, this is now advertising that they want to. I said, I have to do my best to get in here. And so it made me write a letter to say, I know I don't have this, but there are many reasons I didn't have a second class upper. It's not because of lack of brilliance, intellect, or intelligence. Give me opportunity, I'll prove that I'm more in first class material. And I wrote this letter and I sent to the institution. So people begin to understand the meaning of luck here. I was lucky that the decision maker, the CEO, the founder, chairman, CEO, read that letter. And in fact, maybe one of you have asked if you remember how he even got to read that letter. I'm sure the HR was there. Someone must have sent it to him. And he read it, and I was shortlisted and invited for interview. And even a friend of mine who applied the same time, who had second class upper, BS Economics, MS Economics, was not invited. So when I saw the invitation letter, because I remember the family PO box number in Sulere then. I think one day I will go to that place. I know in the Sulere. I went every week, every every weekend we go and check the letters. That's when postal system worked in the country. And so I saw the letter, and I was so sure he got his own. I just called him. I said, Mike, have you received your letter? You know, when I said call, it's not now the people has phone. He was saying it's they have phone at home. I went to a phone box. I called. He said, no, he hadn't received it. So I said, go to your mailbox. Go and check. I was 100% certain because he was totally qualified. And anyway, summary is that I went through the interview process, the written examination, the oral examination, and here we are. The lesson there for all of you. Dream dreams. Paint a picture you want for yourself. Ask yourself what it takes to get there. Commence that journey. Sam or Obong spoke about resilience. Commence that journey. Okay. I'm told I have to finalize. Okay. But start that journey. Don't give up. Be relentless. Be passionate about what you want to do. And you will get there. I believe in what they say that when you want, aspire for something, the universe have a way of conspiring or aligning to make it happen. So just keep dreaming, but don't dream and say luck will happen on me. You have to work hard. That's what I talk about, working hard. Luck is about working hard, being prepared, and so that even when that luck comes, you're ready, for it. So what word will I leave you guys with? Because they asked on Mosife at the YouTube session today, masterclass. I think I would say to all of you, number one, be ambitious, dream dreams. 2, be very, very hardworking. 3, stay very, very, very disciplined, especially in this age and time. Very disciplined. 4, deferred gratification. Just tell yourself that everything must not start and end today in terms of earnings or whatever you get. And last point, think about humanity. The world is moving in different directions. Each and every one of us has a responsibility to make sure that we make this place a better world for ourselves and for everyone. So I believe that if you embrace all of this in your career journey, you'll get there. And as you get there, the continent will get there. We believe in all of you. The future of our continent indeed is in your hands. So good luck and congrats as you commence your journey. Thank you.